And good morning, Savannah and the Low Country. And welcome to the Karl DeMasi Sports Report, right here, live at Coach's Corner. I had two things going at once. Okay, take three. Good morning, Savannah and the Coastal Empire and the Low Country, and welcome to the Karl DeMasi Sports Report for November 18th, 2023. I'm on the Soundgarden stage at Coach's Corner like I like to do every Saturday morning, and it's great to be here, and it's a lot of fun, and we got a lot of scores. We're talking a lot of sports. You name it, we talk it, and that's what it's all about. And if you want to add to it, give me a comment. We already got our first comment of the day, and that's, of course, from the man from Rubbin' and Grubbin', the OG of the Coach's Corner Sports Network, because it was his brainchild to start with Rubbin' and Grubbin' every Wednesday night from 6 to 7. It's grown, got a great following on YouTube. Go check it out and subscribe. But that's Lawrence Bennett. Love you, brother. Glad you check it in. Hey, send me a little reminder about that special coming up here for raising toys for tots. I couldn't find it. So once again, Lawrence, I appreciate it. Thanks for checking in, and make sure my mic's on and anything else. The producer, Lawrence Bennett for Rubbin' and Grubbin'. That's right. There are 4 shows on the Coach's Corner Sports Network. Rubbin' and Grubbin' every Wednesday night with the Atlanta man, Brandon Bain, and the producer, Lawrence Bennett, behind the scenes, as he is with my show. Okay. Then, of course, yours truly, the Karl DeMasi Sports Report, every Saturday morning from 9 to 10:30. I know Lawrence would love me, the producer, Lawrence Bennett, would love me to go to 2 hours, but I'll see what I can do today. And then, of course, we have once a year, every April, for the Masters, the 19th hole with the Herb Brothers. They do a great job. Check it out. Go to YouTube, the 19th hole, Herb Brothers. 5 straight days just talking Masters. Hey, you can talk 5 straight days about something. That's pretty special. And, of course, one podcast, the Who's on First Base baseball podcast with the coach, Karl DeMasi, of course, my good buddy, the baseball fanatic, Kyle Lawson. Check it out. It's on TuneIn. It's not on Facebook. It's on Facebook. It's not on YouTube, but the Who's on First Base baseball podcast. All right, got a big show. 3 steps in the door. We talk high school, college, and pro that relates to the Savannah area. Then we go second quarter. We'll be going to the first Tee of Savannah. They got a Giving Tuesday coming up, the Tuesday after Thanksgiving. We got to talk to the president of the Savannah First Tee chapter. That's Alex Messenger. Then quarter number 3, we go to our Wetherington Chiropractic Clinic after the week. This young man has been doing something special forever on the cross-country trail, and his dad's been his coach, Richmond Hill High School, senior, Noah Siebert. Great job. Got to check him out, Athlete of the Week. And, of course, quarter number 4, we'll talk to the other OG coach from here from Savannah, Georgia. He's retired, won a couple of state championships at South Sea Johnson High School. He's the man behind the Savannah Hoop Shootout, high school shootout next Friday and Saturday. We'll talk to, of course, UTEF Gordon. And then quarter number 5, overtime. That's where I'll give you my videos, my editorial, Karl's Corner, and we'll go from there. All right, so let me switch my banners here. Got to go back to the background, Karl DeMasi Sports Report. Then we'll go there. Okay, so here's the opener, quarter number 1. Step 1, high school sports, in the door. High school sports, college, and then pro. All right, playoffs. All right, we had 7 teams in the playoffs last night. 5 go on. That's right, 5 are moving on, okay? Jenkins, Class 5A, big upset. Dutchtown, they went 28-27. Tony Welch and the Warriors are going to the Elite 8 in Class 5A. You know what? They played the toughest schedule in Georgia high school football this year. And yes, it's printed. It's out there, Georgia High School Football Daily. John Nelson from the Georgia Public Sports Department. Jenkins has played the tough schedule. It's paying off. 2 wins in the playoffs. All right, Class 4A. Benedictine got behind 7-0, but once again, the Benedictine Cadets rise to the occasion. They wound up beating LaGrange 31-7. And that's what I want to do. Okay, let me go back to my banners while I'm doing this. Scrolling along the bottom of the scores from last night, where they're playing next week if they're playing. And once again, jumping in on the show, the number 1 fan of the Karl DeMasi Sports Report, the man, Dennis Kessler. Dennis, I didn't see you in the stands last night. Did I miss you? I was on the sidelines. I really couldn't look up in the stands. It was a packed house over there at 63rd and Paulson, MC Anderson Field, Specialty Sports Complex. Good morning. Thanks. I appreciate it. I'm a great guy and that you love my show. Yes, Cavs, 49-0 all over Thomasville. Next Wesleyan at home. Have a good Thanksgiving, Dennis. I'll be talking to you. Once again, you got a comment, drop it in the comment box, and you could be on the show. All right, so here we go. Let me go back to the scores. All right. Last night, playoffs. Sweet 16. Jacobs beats touchdown 28-27. They'll be going to Cartersville next Friday night. They'll be practicing on Thanksgiving Day. Always a coach's and a high school kid's dream to be practicing on Thanksgiving Day because that means you've done pretty good in the playoffs. All right, Class 4A, Benedictine 31-7 over LaGrange. They were down 7-0, but 21 unanswered points. You just got to love the Cadets, okay? They'll play home next Friday night against North Oconee. Big match. Benedictine, undefeated, home next Friday night. You better get your tickets early if you want to get into Memorial Stadium. Stars Mills beats New Hampstead 45-27. Great season by the Phoenix, and Kyle Hockman and his squad made a lot of heads turned. Tough loss up there at Stars Mill. Class 3A, Calvary Day School, you heard it from Dennis Kessler, all over Thomasville, 49-0. They haven't given up a touchdown, I think, in 7 games since, I think, Savannah Christian. Okay? They will play Wesleyan at home next Friday night. So, once again, you want to get to that game, get some tickets early. And Savannah Christian is in the playoffs still. They went up to Morgan County, a number 1 seed, knocked them off 33-10. They will travel to Lumpkin County next Friday night. All right? Class 1A, D1. The Redskins of Bryan County just keep on rolling. They beat Pelham last night 34-8. They'll be playing home against Commerce High School. All right, and the Georgia Independent Athletic Association's Memorial Day School had to go on the road. They took on Robert Toombs Christian Academy. They lost 49-8. Today, Skeezer State Championship, AA Bethesda Academy, all Blazers right there on Ferguson Avenue, taking on Williamsburg Academy. They're both 12-0. Kickoff is 12 o'clock at Charleston Southern. All right, more high school sports. I've got to get my notes turned around here. Cross country. I mean, just unbelievable. It's over. But last weekend was the Georgia High School Meet of Champions presented by Wingfoot Running Shoes. Okay? Richmond Hill brought both teams up there. The boys finished 8th. Memphis Rich finished 4th with a time of 15:48.55. That's flying. 3 miles. Okay? And then Noah Siebert, who's my guest on the Weatherington Chiropractic Athlete of the Week this week, he finished 11th at 16:01. All right, and the girls for Richmond Hill finished 5th. Julie Anastasio, 9th grader, finished 11th at 19:08.55. And my Weatherington Chiropractic Clinic a couple of weeks ago, Julia Wilson, senior, she'll be going to Georgia Southern. She finished 32nd at 20 minutes and 6 seconds. Flag football, we're getting to the finals. 1 week to go. Calvary Day School clinched their 4th area Division I title in Class 1 to 4A. New Hampstead, Trey Lanier, clinched the Area 2 division this week. They're 14-0. 1 week to go in the season, okay? Step 2 colleges, got to check my time here, got to move it. Basketball started. Savannah State men's are 0-2. The ladies are 1-1. Okay, sorry, the ladies are 1-0. Tuesday night, okay, at the Enmark Arena at 5:30 and 7:30, Savannah State will take on the new up and start USCB, the University of South Carolina Beaufort, Sand Sharks in a local rivalry basketball game. It used to be Savannah State against Armstrong, but remember the Pirates, they're gone. Okay, so remember, Tuesday night, November 21st, 5:30 is the Lady Tigers against the Lady Sand Sharks, and at 7:30 we got the SSU Tigers taking on the USCB men's basketball team. All right, so that's college football today. Okay, last week Georgia Tech lost to Clemson. Okay, tough loss. They're still not bowl eligible. They need a big win this week. UGA knocked off Ole Miss 52-17 to claim the number 1 spot back in the Georgia playoff. They'll take on Tennessee today at 7:30. Come out here. You can watch Georgia Southern. You can watch Georgia. You can watch Georgia Tech. You can watch Georgia State right here at Coach's Corner. Gazillion TVs. 9 75-inch TVs behind me. Come and watch your game. All right. Georgia takes on Tennessee at 3:30. Once again, Georgia is 11-0. Georgia Southern is home tonight, senior night against Old Dominion, 6 o'clock. Georgia State lost to App State. Okay, they dropped 2 in a row. James Madison and App State. They got to go out to play LSU. Okay, tough one for the Panthers. Okay, soccer. Okay, Women's soccer. SCAD is hosting the first round of the NAR playoffs. They had a bye. They will be playing today at 1 o'clock over there in Hardyville at the SCAD complex to go on to the Nationals, which will be played at Foley Sports Tourism Championship Stadium next week. So check that out. SCAD Lady Soccer still stinging them, okay? Atlanta Braves, Pro Sports now. It's Pro Sports. Atlanta Braves, Ronald Acuna, NL Most Valuable Player, 41 home runs, 73 steals, 106 RBIs. What more can you say? The man deserved it, and it was unanimous with Shohei Ohtani for the American League. But what are the Braves doing? I mean, we're letting guys go left and right. We're trading guys. I think I got to do a special Who's on First Base with Kyle Lawson podcast to find out what he thinks about all this. I mean, Kyle Wright, Matt Soroka. I mean, we got guys going left and right, okay? So I don't know what they're doing there, but we'll find out, okay? That's the baseball. Now, of course, the Falcons with football. The Falcons. Give me a break with the Falcons, okay? Once again, they lose again. They're winning. They lose to the Cardinals 25-23 on a last-second field goal. Come on, Falcons. They're 4-6. They dropped to third place in the, in the South Division. They got a bye this week, so they can't lose. They come back and play the Saints next week at home. Hawks 6-6. They've dropped 2 in a row. Trae Young last night, double figures against the Philadelphia 76ers, but they lost by 10. They'll play Tuesday night in the NBA in-season tournament against the Pacers, okay, and in Atlanta. Golf. Brian Harman is back at the RSM Classic on Sea Island. That's where he lives now. Okay, he shot a 66 yesterday to make the cut. He's 5 under. He's tied for 44th. The leader's at 11 under, okay? Champions Tour, Tim O'Neill is off. Gene Sowers is still out. The last part, Savannah Bananas. If you want to get tickets, you got to go to SavannahBananas.com to get tickets for their world tour. Savannah Falcons are still looking for help. Go to Savannah Falcons Semi-Pro Football Facebook page, and they'll help you. And, of course, the Savannah Ghost Pirates played last night. I don't have the results for you. They're 3-6. They moved up to 12th place. Last night they played the South Carolina Stingrays at the Enmark Arena. Tonight they'll be there again, taking on the Orlando Solar Bears. All right, that's a wrap. That's what's going on locally. I'm right on time. Next up, we got to talk a little Savannah Tea. Do you have some giving? What does that mean? Well, Savannah First Tee is asking people to help them out, make a donation. It's called Giving Tuesday, the Tuesday after Thanksgiving, and I talked to the president of Savannah First Tee himself, Alex Messenger. He's the golf pro at Savannah Golf Club. I'll be back in 3 minutes. Got to thank my sponsors. You're watching the Karl DeMasi Sports Report right here on the Coach's Corner Soundgarden stage. Hold it. Time out. I got a comment. There we go. Sean Herb checking in. Go Dogs. Go Dogs. Hey, love you, Sean. I haven't seen you in a while, but woof, 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 woof. Be back in 3 minutes. Promise you. Thanks, Sean, for checking in. Technical difficulty here. I'm getting there, people. You just got to love this. One-man show. Here we go. Commercials.
Hey, sports fans looking for the ultimate sports and entertainment destination in Savannah, Georgia? Look no further than Coach's Corner. At Coach's Corner, you'll find everything you need for a great time, including TVs everywhere so you can catch all the latest sporting events, an outdoor seating area, perfect for enjoying a drink or a meal on a warm day, a wide array of drink options from beers to cocktails, a comprehensive sports schedule so you can cheer on your favorite teams year-round, prompt service even when it's crowded, a fun and lively atmosphere perfect for letting loose with your friends, and of course, delicious food, from famous chicken wings, hamburgers to delectable calzones and pizzas. Coach's Corner menu is sure to satisfy your cravings. In addition to all this, Coach's Corner also features an upgraded sound garden. Now, more seats, more bars, and an upgraded sound system. It's the perfect spot for hundreds of fans to gather and enjoy the latest local bands, tribute acts, and rising stars. So what are you waiting for? Join us at Coach's Corner for the ultimate sports, music, and culinary experience. Coach's Corner can't wait to see you soon. Remember, Coach's Corner is located at 3016 Victory Drive, right in Thunderbolt, Georgia, and on the World Wide Web at coaches.net. Remember, Coach's Corner, where every day is game
At
day.
Calvary Day School, we want our students to be fully equipped and on the cutting edge of academics, making a difference in our world. Your child will grow academically, physically, socially, and spiritually. At Calvary, it is so good to say we are one school with one mission and one vision: faith, academics, excellence, and building champions through Christ. Calvary Day School, we consider it a privilege to meet with your family personally. Call Philip Lee, Director of Admissions, at 351-2299. That's 351-2299.
For over half a century, when it comes to uniforms, sporting goods, or trophies, Thompson's got you covered. From cleats to caps and best prices on the biggest brands, Under Armour, Adidas, and more. From baseball to soccer, volleyball to softball, and yes, football too. Every season starts at Thompson Sports Shop. From cutting and equipped at Thompson Sports Shop's new location, 6606 Abercorn Street, Suite 102 in Savannah. Open Monday through Friday from 10 a.m. to 4 p.m. and seasonal on Saturdays. At locally owned Thompson Sporting Goods and Trophies, come see where everyone is a winner.
Yo, you still want some real New York Italian food? Bada bing, bada boom. Rocky's New York Deli and Italian Catering is open at 7630 Skidaway Road, Tuesday through Saturday from 7 a.m. to 3 p.m., serving breakfast and lunch right here in Savannah, Georgia. Rocky's New York Deli and Italian Catering has been serving the public for over 3 years. Now, if you want Rocky's New York Deli and Italian Catering goods delivered to your door, go online to SavannahTakeout.com or DoorDash.com, or just pick up the phone and call 912-354-2914. That's right, 912-354-2914. Kabish, and remember, we ain't New York style. We are New York at Rocky's New York Deli and Italian Catering.
Weatherington Chiropractic Clinic. Your back hurts, another body part hurts all the time, it makes you mad, the pain drives you crazy, you just want to pick something up and throw it across the room? If you can, at the Weatherton Chiropractic Clinic, you get complete chiropractic care and pain relief to help you move better, have a less painful life, and of course, achieve a healthier lifestyle. The Weatherton Chiropractic Clinic is now located at 2 locations in Savannah, Georgia, at 329 Eisenhower Drive and in Pooler at 114 Canal Street, Suite 603. So visit Dr. Bart Weatherington at the Weatherington Chiropractic Clinic for all your chiropractic needs.
And good morning, Savannah and the Coastal Empire, and now the Low Country, because we got to follow the University of South Carolina Beaufort's men's and women's basketball team, because they got a lot of Savannah flavor. Tuesday night at Enmark Arena, they'll be taking on the Tigers. Lady Tigers at 5:30, men Tigers at 7:30. Enmark Arena, go check it out. And once again, golf. Golf. That's what Savannah's all about, is golf. Well, if you know anything about the first tee is making it more accessible or more available to kids that would never be able to do it. Okay, we know it's a lot of money. You got to pay, your green fees, your tee, whatever it is. Okay, you know me. I'm bumbling, stumbling. I'm having fun talking about this. But the Savannah First Tee came back about 2 or 3 years ago, right after COVID. It was strong here in the Savannah community. Then it just went away. They brought it back. Okay, and it's been doing great things. They got like 13,000 kids enrolled, as far as I understand from the interview I did yesterday. Yes, this next young man who is the golf pro at the Savannah Golf Club, Alex Messenger, couldn't come on, but I wanted to tell you about this because the Tuesday after Thanksgiving, Giving Tuesday, they're running a drive, a pledge. They need money so these kids can do it for free. It doesn't cost you anything, okay, to join the First Tee, as far as I understand. But let's let the man tell you all about it with the Giving Tuesday for the Savannah First Tee interview with the president of Savannah First Tee, the golf pro at Savannah Golf Club, Alex Messenger. Here you go. And like I say every Saturday morning, I love doing my show live, but sometimes the guests can't be on live. They're going somewhere, they're doing something. This next young man has to run a golf tournament over at the Savannah Golf Club. He's been the golf pro at Savannah Golf Club for over 7 years. He's involved in the First Tee, and that's why I wanted to talk to him or talk to somebody from First Tee about their Tuesday of Giving after Thanksgiving for the First Tee program. And 7 years here, doing a great job. They brought back First Tee, I think, 3 years ago. It was a big program. Then the funds ran out. Now they're back doing it. I guess you would say becoming stronger and stronger in the community, First Tee. So joining me now on the Coach's Corner hot seat, or the hotline, whatever you want to call it, is the golf pro from Savannah Golf Club, Alex Messenger. Hey, Alex, how's it going?
Hey, Carl. Thanks so much for having me on. I appreciate it.
Hey, I'm an avid, Facebook follower, and I've been following the First Tee, and I know it's been a godsend bringing it back. We've had the Savannah Junior Golf Program for the longest time. The Savannah First Tee chapter was big a while ago, but I didn't know that it went away, and now it's back again. So, but first of all, tell everybody about Alex Messenger. You've been 7 years at the Savannah Golf Club. How'd you wind up in the good old Savannah area from Arizona, no less, and then North Carolina, and then here?
Yeah, absolutely. Thanks, Carl. So we're fortunate. We've been in Savannah now for a little over 7 years. I came here because of Savannah Golf Club. The opportunity raised itself when I was working as an assistant professional in New Jersey, and ended up in Savannah. So we're back in the Southeast. My wife and I are both from the Southeast, so we absolutely love it. It's a great area.
All right. Well, you've been going 7 years strong at the golf club. What's your duties there?
So I'm the head golf professional. Do a lot of teaching. We run tournaments, which is why, unfortunately, I'm not on live with you this weekend. We have our last tournament of the year, merchandise and member and guest relations. So a little bit of everything, which I love about it.
So, all right. But the reason why I called you or tried to get someone in touch from the First Tee is that you guys on social media got Tuesday of Giving, which is the Tuesday after Thanksgiving, help with the First Tee program. But before we get into that, tell people how important golf is to young people, and to be, make it accessible for these kids to play golf. And that's what First Tee does, right?
Absolutely. I think, First Tee hits a lot of the points that really make golf inaccessible, right? And golf has had a problem for a long time about not being accessible to youth, whether it's in the school system, whether it's at golf courses. It's got a tradition of not having accessibility. So First Tee over the last 25 years has really created the opportunity to allow youth to be able to play the game, but really learn the life skills that go along with the game of golf. So First Tee is founded on the 9 core values, things like honesty, integrity, perseverance, that we can all get behind teaching our youth and the community. And golf really builds that character, healthy habits, and life skills. So it's a program that has been, popular worldwide. There's over 150 chapters internationally. Savannah had a great chapter. It fell on a little bit of hard times about 5-6 years ago, and we've revived it here. A group of us have revived it about 3 years ago. So we're excited to have it back. It's thriving. It's really growing. It's got the support of the local school system and golf courses and things like that. So we're excited to have it back in Savannah.
And people don't realize, I'm talking about Tuesday of Giving, at the Tuesday after Thanksgiving. If you want to give to the First Tee, go to,
Right.
we'll get all the information from Alex in a couple of minutes, but organizations also play a big role in this, don't they? So can get these kids involved, right?
Yeah, absolutely. If you watch any golf on TV, you're going to see tons of First Tee ads. And that's because there's a strategic alliance, a partnership with the PGA Tour, the USGA, the PGA of America, these big golf associations that have such a great microphone to talk about not only what the programming does to kids, but how you can. So there's great opportunity for that. The PGA Tour is such a massive supporter. We've got a Corn Ferry event here in Savannah. Cheyenne Overby and her team run such a spectacular event at the Landings, the Club Car Championship, and they've been supporters since day one. So you look at the partnership throughout the golf world, and First Tee wouldn't be there without that.
So what has been the challenges to revive this program, and how many kids are involved now?
Yeah, so that's the pretty amazing thing. The area loves golf, right? It's a golf-centric area. We're here between Hilton Head and Sea Island and everything in between. So when we started bringing golf back, everybody was on board. Golf facilities, people who've supported in the past have been really engaged and supportive to get back involved. And I would say the challenge was we tried to bring it back at the end of the pandemic in 2021. So getting into the school systems took a little bit of time. We've got over 13,000 students already in the school system program. That's just in 2.5 years. That's in the Savannah Chatham schools, Bryan County schools, and Effingham schools. So those three county, 3 school systems have been really supportive. John Sanders, who's the athletic director for Savannah Chatham, also ran Savannah Junior Golf Association, understands the importance of golf and what First Tee can bring, really helped pave the way there. And then the after school program is also something tremendous. So we're at about half a dozen golf facilities in the area and growing those. We've just brought Hunter Army Airfield, their golf course, online this fall, and a lot of other local golf courses.
Well, perfect segue. If you're just tuning in, I'm talking to Alex Messenger, the golf pro at the Savannah Golf Club, also a big part of the Savannah First Tee. First of all, I do apologize. What's your title for Savannah First Tee?
So I'm the board president.
Okay. What does the board president do, and how does that board work?
Yeah, so we've got 12 volunteer board members that help direct the First Tee operations. We've got a staff of 1 full-time, 2 part-time individuals. And as far as the board goes, our main goal is fundraising and directing the operation and vision of the chapter. One great thing that First Tee National does is allows each chapter to determine the best plan for themselves. So each area is different. We're going to be different than New York City, than Atlanta, Metro chapter, right? So we're able to really bring in people in our community. So we've got 12 of those that are amazing supporters of golf and youth development. So as the board chair, I get to be a part of that. So I'm very thankful.
And, I wanted to go back, perfect segue from your last answer to my last question, reviving it and everything else. How do you get all the professionals, golf professionals and the golf courses to agree on this? Because, in our society, everybody wants to be the inclusive. They want to be the only one. But for this program to succeed, to get these kids to make it accessible to them, you have to all work together. How does that work?
Absolutely. I think one of the great things about being a golf professional, and I can speak for myself and a couple others that are involved in this program, we all want to see youth golf grow. We all want to see youth development thrive in our area. And so we come together with that goal. One of our other board members is Scott Justman. He's the director of golf at the Landings. And he and I both really believe that this program is vital. He's got a young son who's in the program, so he sees it from both perspectives. And so we've got other golf professionals involved in the area that really see the value of bringing kids to the game and just filling that void of youth development that we haven't had here the last few years. So we all rally around that.
I mean, it's just a great service to the kids. Now, we talked on the phone when I asked you to come on. Now, how are you guys getting Savannah Junior Golf involved in First Tee? Because, Savannah Junior Golf, I mean, I know John's been doing it, 25, 30 years? How are you guys incorporating it into the First Tee?
Yeah, so it's a great opportunity. John Sanders done such a great job with Savannah Junior Golf. We've got the chance now to really partner up, bring Savannah Junior Golf into the fold with First Tee. It'll keep the same name, same mission of providing tournaments in the area in the summer and hopefully expand that over time. But have youth golf events in the Savannah area next summer under Savannah Junior Golf's name. But it'll be managed by our program director, John Parker. So it consolidates some resources. It helps us reach another part of youth development that First Tee doesn't really. First Tee is awesome. It teaches youth development, core values, things like that, which every kid can appreciate, every parent can appreciate. But there's not high-end junior golf tournaments as a part of it. So it expands our reach, which we're excited about.
All right. Overall, I mean, you're 2 or 3 years back into this. What's the vision now? I saw you guys are looking to get like 17,000 kids involved. Is that the right number?
Yeah. So we definitely think that's a lofty goal, but an attainable goal. And the way we do that is through the school system. So we've continued to bring on schools in Savannah Chatham. We don't have all of the elementary and middle schools on board yet. We're going to keep, bringing them to the table and offering our program, because that's the great thing. First Tee offers it for free. We have grants to the Southern Company and private donors who give the equipment and the training to the school. We just ask that there's a PE coach or a teacher at the school that wants to teach it, and we've had so many of those. So that's the exciting thing about it is There's no cost to the school system or the individual school. And so outside of Savannah Chatham, there's growth in Bryan County, there's growth in Effingham. We're currently looking at expanding to Liberty because, as I mentioned earlier, we've added Hunter Golf Club on there. We want to add Fort Stewart as well. So the more we can reach out into our community, the better.
All right, let's wrap this up because I know I didn't want to keep you too long. All right, so as far as how do parents get their kids involved, how do they get in touch with you? Give us those specifics. And then last, the reason why I wanted to get on is help you with your Tuesday of Giving after Thanksgiving. Give that a plug too.
Absolutely. Thanks, Carl. And thanks again so much for having me. We appreciate you highlighting First Tee. So our spring programming will be online after the first of the year. Go to firstteesavannah.org. And it'll be at the top of the page. We'll have it after the first of the year. You'll be able to sign your junior up. We'll have it all over the Savannah area, multiple golf courses. Excited to have that back and running after January 1st. And then our Tuesday Giving campaign is really an end-of-year opportunity to sponsor children for the next year. So we ask that you go online, consider us as a donation, firstteesavannah.org. Donate is at the top of the page. And you can choose to sponsor a child for the year, sponsor 2 children for the year. It ties those dollars back to the kids. Right now, we've got 50% of our juniors on full scholarship. We hope to grow that in 2024 to 60% and continue to make it affordable, accessible, and engaging for all our youth.
So it's first, FIRST, T is 2 T's, right?
FIRST.
Savannah.org. I got it scrolling at the bottom of the page here so people can look at that. So get involved, help this organization out. We're going to get more kids involved. So it's not just an inclusive, it's for everybody. It's available for everybody, and especially getting these young kids involved in it. So once again, I appreciate you finding the time during the day. You got a big tournament coming up tomorrow. And if I could do anything else, just let me know, Alex.
Thanks so much, Carl. Really appreciate you having me on.
Hey, and have a good holiday.
You too.
And that's what we need. That's what we need in the community. We need to bring back things for these kids to do, sports for these kids to do. Golf's expensive, but if we can make it affordable for them, if we can make it free, it's something special. So don't forget, it's Tuesday of Giving, the Tuesday after Thanksgiving. Go to firstteesavannah.org and sponsor a kid. Donate $25. Let's get more kids on the golf course. They need to be out there doing something.
I mean, just a great interview. Just gives me the goosebumps that we're going to try and help these kids, get involved in the sport of golf. 13,000 kids, and they're shooting for 17,000. They're in Chatham County. They're in Effingham County. They're in Bryan County. They're shooting for Liberty County. Hey, help them out. And I know everybody's going, well, Coach, you always making mistakes. Coach, you're always bumbling and stumbling. You know what? This is fun. And I do it for fun. And, I know it's it's Giving Tuesday, the Tuesday after Thanksgiving. It's not Tuesday Giving. All right. So whatever it may be, but go to firstteesavannah.org and donate. Let's get more kids on the golf course. Next up, this is what it's all about. The Wetherington Chiropractic Clinic Athlete of the Week. This young man has been running and running and running, I guess for his whole life. We'll find out, because his dad is probably, if in my opinion, the best track coach, cross-country coach in the area from Richmond High School, Levi Siebert. So we're going to talk to Noah. That's right. His son's been running with him forever. He just signed to go on to college to do the same thing. I'm excited to talk about him. Next up, the Wetherington Chiropractic Clinic Athlete of the Week from Richmond Hill High School. Cross-country track program. Noah Siebert. I'm going to call him Levi. I know I'm going to mess it up sooner or later. We'll be back in 3 minutes. Hang in there. Noah, I know you've been waiting patiently. 3.5 minutes. Got to thank the people who sponsor the show right here at Coach's Corner.
Hey, sports fans, looking for the ultimate sports and entertainment destination in Savannah, Georgia? Look no further than Coach's Corner. At Coach's Corner, you'll find everything you need for a great time, including TVs everywhere, so you can catch all the latest sporting events, an outdoor seating area, perfect for enjoying a drink or a meal on a warm day, a wide array of drink options from beers to cocktails, a comprehensive sports schedule so you can cheer on your favorite teams year-round, prompt service even when it's crowded, a fun and lively atmosphere perfect for letting loose with your friends, and of course, delicious food, from famous chicken wings, hamburgers, to delectable calzones and pizzas. Coach's Corner menu is sure to satisfy your cravings. In addition to all this, Coach's Corner also features an upgraded sound garden, now more seats, more bars, and an upgraded sound system. It's the perfect spot for hundreds of fans to gather and enjoy the latest local bands, tribute acts, and rising stars. So what are you waiting for? Join us at Coach's Corner for the ultimate sports, music, and culinary experience. Coach's Corner can't wait to see you soon. Remember, Coach's Corner is located at 3016 Victory Drive, right in Thunderbolt, Georgia, and on the World Wide Web at coaches.net. Remember, Coach's Corner, where every day is game
At
day.
Calvary Day School, we want our students to be fully equipped and on the cutting edge of academics, making a difference in our world. Your child will grow academically, physically, socially, and spiritually. At Calvary, it is so good to say we are one school with one mission and one vision: faith, academics, excellence, and building champions through Christ. Calvary Day School, we consider it a privilege to meet with your family personally. Call Philip Lee, Director of Admissions, at 351-2299. That's 351-2299.
For over half a century, it comes in uniforms, sporting goods, or trophies, Thompson's got you covered. From cleats to caps and best prices on the biggest brands, Under Armour, Adidas, and more. From baseball to soccer, volleyball to softball, and yes, football too. Every season starts at Thompson Sports Shop. Come get equipped at Thompson Sports Shop's new location, 6606 Abercorn Street, Suite 102 in Savannah. Open Monday through Friday from 10 a.m. to 4 p.m. and seasonal on Saturdays. At locally owned Thompson Sporting Goods and Trophies, come see where everyone is a winner.
Yo, you still want some real New York Italian food? Bada bing, bada boom. Rocky's New York Deli and Italian Catering is open at 7630 Skidaway Road, Tuesday through Saturday from 7 a.m. to 3 p.m., serving breakfast and lunch right here in Savannah, Georgia. Rocky's New York Deli and Italian Catering has been serving the public for over 3 years. Now, if you want Rocky's New York Deli and Italian Catering goods delivered to your door, go online to SavannahTakeout.com or DoorDash.com, or just pick up the phone and call 912-354-2914. That's right, 912-354-2914. Kabish, and remember, we ain't New York style, we are New York at Rocky's New York Deli and Italian Catering.
Weatherington Chiropractic Clinic. Your back hurts, another body part hurts all the time, it makes you mad, the pain drives you crazy, you just want to pick something up and throw it across the room? If you can, at the Weatherton Chiropractic Clinic, you get complete chiropractic care and pain relief to help you move better, have a less painful life, and of course, achieve a healthier lifestyle. The Weatherton Chiropractic Clinic is now located at 2 locations in Savannah, Georgia, at 329 Eisenhower Drive and in Pooler at 114 Canal Street, Suite 603. So visit Dr. Bart Weatherington at the Weatherington Chiropractic Clinic for all your chiropractic needs.
And good morning, Savannah, and welcome back to the Karl DeMasi Sports Report right here on the Sound Garden stage at my favorite place, Coach's Corner. That's right, 9 75-inch TVs. Come watch the big game. Georgia, Tennessee, Georgia Tech, whoever you want to watch. Georgia Southern, just ask the bartender or ask a waitress or ask a server or ask the, I guess, runner. I don't know. Just ask John Henderson himself. Come watch the game today. And it's fun being here, November 18th, 2023. And we just finished the cross-country season. And this kid's been running and running and running. He's been one of the standout runners at Richmond Hill High School since his freshman year. He's probably one of the standout runners in the middle school years. I mean, what do you want to say about this kid? I mean, he was 4th, okay, in the state meet last year. Okay, he finished 11th this year with a time that was a minute and 33 seconds better. What an improvement. He's still shooting to break that 15-minute mark. I know he would love to do that. He went to the Georgia High School Meet of Champions, and he finished 11th there at 16:01. Man, so this kid's been doing unbelievable. He's been a standout. He's been, part of the program. And what's special about this, Noah Siebert out of Richmond Hill High School, okay, is that his father is the well-known track coach at cross-country track coach at Richmond Hill High School. And I had to ask his father what he felt about his son, Noah Siebert, coached by Levi Siebert, okay? As a coach, he is the most reliable athlete you could ever ask for. He's phenomenal on stepping up whenever the team needs him. He has figured out how to step up since 6th grade, and he never disappoints his team when they want or need some kind of heroics. As a father, I'm so extremely grateful he has been willing to work with me in an extreme pressure cooker environment as the coach's son. I can live that because I've done that with my two boys and my daughter. So many external expectations and constant judgment by his peers. He handles it with class and makes it clear he is his own being and a stud athlete at the same time. I'm more excited than I could have ever imagined to see him start his next chapter of life at Kennesaw State University, and in his athletic and academic endeavor, he is ready to soar. I mean, Levi Siebert is a class guy. I mean, and you got the coach's son, I guess, forever. But anyway, we got to get to the kid. He's been waiting patiently in the waiting room. Joining me now on the Coach's Corner hot seat, this week's Weatherton Chiropractic Clinic Athlete of the Week from Richmond Hill High School cross-country track program, senior Noah Siebert. What's up, Noah?
Hey, how's it going?
Hey, it's a Saturday morning. I bumble and stumble, but you know what? It's about having fun. And doing this, talking to kids like you is a lot of fun, so I can't complain. But first of all, congratulations on a great cross-country career. I mean, just something special.
Thank you.
So, I'm going to jump the gun here. When did you start getting involved in the sport? Because we know Dad's been doing it for a long time. Did he start making you do this when you started crawling?
No, he didn't make me do it. But he made sure I was doing something. So I guess I personally chose that, which I guess worked out. So
well, you've had a lot of great accomplishments. I mean, up there at the Tournament of Champions, region meets, state meets. What was your initial reaction when you crossed the finish line and realized that you achieved such a remarkable feat as being the top runner out of Savannah area this year at the state meet?
I was actually more shocked about when I crossed the line, seeing that time and realizing I was still 14th, which was kind of crazy.
Yeah.
Considering I would have won state last year by a huge margin with that time. So that was a little shocking, but I was also excited to see how the team did once I finished.
Well, I know you're your father's son. The team always comes first. Your father says there's no name on the back. You're running for what's on the front, which is pretty special, right?
Mm-hmm.
So what were your expectations going into this year's meet? I mean, last year you did such a great job. I mean, am I mistaken? It's like a minute 30 better than last year. What were your expectations before the state meet? How did you manage your nerves and expectations?
At that point, no one was really, besides the team, expecting much from me, really. I mean, no one was writing articles about how good I was going to do. No one was really talking about that. So I guess the pressure was kind of off me in that area, and I just had to make sure I was running. I was excited to run, not nervous to run, and that seemed to do it. Okay,
now, tell us about the experience of playing or running for your dad. I mean, who's also, the high school coach at Richmond Hill. Everybody knows him. A number of Coaches of the Year awards. I mean, how has he helped you and how has he shaped your approach to the sport and your overall development as a student athlete?
Well, there's positive and negatives, of course, but it helps in a lot of ways. I mean, for starters, I don't have to remember anything really at all. We're leaving at 7, so just get in the car with me. So don't really have to worry about getting on the bus at time. But I also don't have to worry about what am I gonna do today? I mean, I solely trust that he knows what he's doing, and I just gotta follow what he says to do, and it'll work out. And I mean, it gets a little overwhelming just hearing about track. I mean, I've been hearing about it my whole life. Just hearing about how the meet went, what are we gonna do this week? But it's fine. I'll live with it.
Being a runner, okay, I know you run for a cross-country program that's really well-known in the state. But being a runner, you're running as an individual. What do you like so much about cross-country or track and the whole sport in general?
I like the the opportunities it gives you, of course, you kind of get to prove to yourself about how dedicated you really want to be. I mean, distance sports, of course, are all based on how hard you push yourself. I mean, of course, you're born with some talent, but most of those kids that are up at the top have worked just as hard or more than anyone else. So I think it's cool how you can kind of forge your own path
All right. So, but I mean, you've been running with some top-notch runners, and sometimes you haven't shined. How have you worked through those periods of when you weren't the top of the list, you weren't the big cat? How have you gone through that? How's that worked out for you?
So yeah, last year was really, really rough. I was injured all of track season, and my cross country season wasn't the best. And I mean, it really does suck. But to be honest, that injury really helped me realize like what I need to do, how much I like actually like the sport. And it just, I don't know, it's very mentally straining, and sometimes you just need that break to actually realize how much you miss it and how much it kind of means to you.
Nice. Way to bounce back. And if you're just tuning in, you're watching the Karl DeMasi Sports Report on the internet, Facebook, YouTube, Twitter, wherever you might be watching it. Okay, I'm at the Wetherington Chiropractic Clinic Athlete Week with senior cross-country track runner from Richmond Hill, Noah Siebert. Okay, big day. You committed to go to Kennesaw. I mean, why Kennesaw? Why did you choose Kennesaw State?
So first off, they're giving me a good amount of money that, I mean, I don't plan on going pro in track and cross country. So it's nice to have school paid for. And also they have a good program, good coach up there, Coach Bray. I like him a lot. Their schedule is very nice. They go to all those big meets that, I don't know, they go to Wisconsin, they go to Minnesota, just all the time they're traveling, which I'm really looking forward to. And also they're right next to Atlanta. I mean, I've never really been in the big city too much, and I feel like I'm going to have fun going to the games, concerts, all the fun stuff the city has to offer.
And I know you still got track season to go, but looking into college, what are your short-term and long goals up there with the Kennesaw State's cross-country track team?
So short-term, I would definitely say I would like to contribute like right away and get my name out there along with their team. I would, for my long-term, I don't really know at the moment. I would, of course, like to make it all 4 years because the attrition rate in college is really bad. I think it's like 70% of people that run in college drop out before their senior year. So
wow.
I would like to make it to the end, but other long-term goals, we'll just have to see where that goes.
And you talked about 70% have dropped out, but I mean, you've been doing this for a while now. How do you balance those demands of training, competition, schoolwork, personal life? How do you balance this all out? And how are you going to be able to be that senior graduating from Kennesaw State that finished the program?
It can be tough at times, but I've kind of got, after freshman and sophomore year, you kind of learn how to manage all that. You kind of got to just focus solely on school when you're in school hours, not be thinking about your race or all that kind of stuff. It'll lead to anxiety, stuff like that, and you don't get your schoolwork done, which doesn't help. But yeah, you kind of just gotta stay in the moment when you're doing things.
So outside of cross country, outside of the academic world, what are some of the hobbies that Noah likes to spend time on?
I'll play like any game that you ask me to play. I mean, I love ping pong, frisbee, or spike ball. If you ask me to play, I'll be there, and I kind of enjoy the competitive side of stuff like that.
All right, so we know, Dad's been a big part of your life, family. What about the rest of your family? Mom, how have they contributed to your success?
Yeah, so Mom's also a track coach. She does the sprint side, so she doesn't coach me personally, but she's still like very involved with the team aspect, of course. So she's just like Dad, helping me get on the bus. What do I need to pack? Stuff like that. But she's also there for like moral support. Like when I was having my rough year last year, she was there talking to me about it,
nice,
helping me, stuff like that. So, and sister, she goes to most of my events. I don't know if she enjoys it, but she goes. So it's nice having her there.
How old is she?
She is in 8th grade, so I think she's 13.
Nice. So she'll be running cross country next year too, right?
Yeah, she'll be with my dad next year. So once I move out, she joins.
Okay. All right. So you've been at Richmond High School. What as a student? What has the experience been like at the at Richmond Hill High School, where they say they're always building the hill?
Oh, it's very nice. We have a very supportive community. I mean, we have tons of people. You can go out in the public and you'll see a bunch of Richmond Hill hats and like Richmond Hill shirts and all that stuff. And you go to other places and you don't really see that type of support for the school, which I think is very nice. Mr. Miller kind of brings that excitement to want to be a Wildcat kind of stuff. And
Nice.
I mean, the whole staff is supportive of it, and the kids are just as happy to be there. So it's very nice.
All right, 2 questions. First question is, you've been part of this program now. You've been part of that Richmond Hill community. You got a young lady that's aspiring to be a cross-country runner. What advice would you give them about getting into sport and how to maintain the top-notch, athletic ability that you have?
Well, you got to be there every single day at practice. Whatever coach tells you, of course. I mean, you got to recognize if you have a good coach or not. That's the first thing. And you just got to be there every single day. You can't afford to miss a day. You can't find any excuses not to be at practice. I know I've had plenty of runs where I'm running at 11, 12 o'clock at night.
Wow.
I mean, just because I haven't had time to, but I got to make sure I got to squeeze it in. And I would also say you have to hit your workout, your run with the same intensity that you planned on doing, no matter how you feel. I mean, if you planned on making it an intense workout on Friday and you plan this on Monday, you still have to hit that same intensity no matter how you're feeling that day.
All right. So as we look into your future, you go into the next level after the end of the track season, you graduate. What are you most excited about, and what are your challenges that you anticipate?
It's gonna be. I mean, I feel like I'll be able to handle it, but it's gonna be hard to just living on my own, I guess, in a way. I mean, parents are 5 hours away. I mean, I have some friends up in there, but I mean, they're in the same boat as me. So I mean, that'll be interesting. I have no one to tell me that I need to work on my grades or when it's time to eat, or what to eat. But it'll be fun. I'm looking forward to it.
Well, you've done a great job. You've had a great high school career. You're battling injuries, battling other people on the team, but you're a team guy. Once again, great job, and that's why you're this week's Wetherington Chiropractic Clinic Athlete of the Week. Noah Siebert, wish you the best of luck, and good luck at Kennesaw State there, buddy.
All right, thank you. Thanks for having me.
As always, go Wildcats.
Wildcats.
Talk to you later.
See ya.
I mean, the kid's been phenomenal. He's been in the spotlight. His dad's been, one of the best. His dad is one of the best coaches in the area. I mean, he's just done a great job, and he's bounced back from the disappointments to the success. And I'm glad I can get him on. So once again, this week's Wetherington Chiropractic Clinic Athlete of the Week from Richmond Hill High School was Noah Siebert. All right, well, we're running behind like I usually do because I'm always running my mouth, which before the next guy comes on, because I got a special edition to the Karl DeMasi Sports Report, but I got to go to this young man from my neck of the woods. We are New Yorkers. I'm from Brooklyn. He's from Harlem, but we wound up here in Savannah. He did it 7 years before I did, but we got a great event coming up, the Savannah Hoop Shootout, which is probably his brainchild because he still wants to be part of that sport. I think he still wants to be on the sidelines and jumping in front of the kids and the cameras, but he does a great job, and I love talking to you, Tef Gordon, former South C. Johnson head coach, just does a great job with the sport. He's up next. 3 minutes. We'll be right back talking the Savannah Hoop Shootout with the man himself, Tef Gordon. Stay tuned. I promise you guys we'll be right back.
Hey, sports fans, looking for the ultimate sports and entertainment destination in Savannah, Georgia? Look no further than Coach's Corner. At Coach's Corner, you'll find everything you need for a great time, including TVs everywhere, so you can catch all the latest sporting events. An outdoor seating area, perfect for enjoying a drink or a meal on a warm day. a wide array of drink options from beers to cocktails, a comprehensive sports schedule so you can cheer on your favorite teams year-round, prompt service even when it's crowded, a fun and lively atmosphere perfect for letting loose with your friends, and of course, delicious food, from famous chicken wings, hamburgers, to delectable calzones and pizzas. Coach's Corner menu is sure to satisfy your cravings. In addition to all this, Coach's Corner also features an upgraded sound garden, now with more seats, more bars, and an upgraded sound system. It's the perfect spot for hundreds of fans to gather and enjoy the latest local bands, tribute acts, and rising stars. So what are you waiting for? Join us at Coach's Corner for the ultimate sports, music, and culinary experience. Coach's Corner can't wait to see you soon. Remember, Coach's Corner is located at 3016 Victory Drive, right in Thunderbolt, Georgia, and on the World Wide Web at coaches.net. Remember, Coach's Corner, where every day is game
At
day.
Calvary Day School, we want our students to be fully equipped and on the cutting edge of academics, making a difference in our world. Your child will grow academically, physically, socially, and spiritually. At Calvary, it is so good to say we are one school with one mission and one vision: faith, academics, excellence, and building champions through Christ. Calvary Day School will consider it a privilege to meet with your family personally. Call Philip Lee, Director of Admissions, at 351-2299. That's 351-2299.
For over half a century, it comes in uniforms, sporting goods, or trophies, Thompson's got you covered. From cleats to caps and best prices on the biggest brands, Under Armour, Adidas, and more. From baseball to soccer, volleyball to softball, and yes, football too. Every season starts at Thompson Sports Shop. From come get equipped at Thompson Sports Shop's new location, 6606 Abercorn Street, Suite 102 in Savannah. Open Monday through Friday from 10 a.m. to 4 p.m. and seasonal on Saturdays. At locally owned Thompson Sporting Goods and Trophies, come see where everyone is a winner.
Yo, you still want some real New York Italian food? Bada bing, bada boom. Rocky's New York Deli and Italian Catering is open at 7630 Skidaway Road, Tuesday through Saturday from 7 a.m. to 3 p.m., serving breakfast and lunch right here in Savannah, Georgia. Rocky's New York Deli and Italian Catering has been serving the public for over 3 years. Now, if you want Rocky's New York Deli and Italian Catering goods delivered to your door, go online to SavannahTakeout.com or DoorDash.com, or just pick up the phone and call 912-354-2914. That's right, 912-354-2914. Kabish, and remember, we ain't New York style, we are New York at Rocky's New York Deli and Italian Catering.
Weatherington Chiropractic Clinic. Your back hurts, another body part hurts all the time, it makes you mad, the pain drives you crazy, you just want to pick something up and throw it across the room? If you can, at the Weatherton Chiropractic Clinic, you get complete chiropractic care and pain relief to help you move better, have a less painful life, and of course, achieve a healthier lifestyle. The Weatherton Chiropractic Clinic is now located at 2 locations in Savannah, Georgia, at 329 Eisenhower Drive and in Pooler at 114 Canal Street, Suite 603. So visit Dr. Bart Weatherington at the Weatherington Chiropractic Clinic for all your chiropractic needs.
And welcome back to the Karl DeMasi Sports Report. I got to say thank you, whether you're listening to me for 5 minutes, 10 minutes, you're going to watch it on the YouTube channel. If you do, subscribe to my channel. But it's all about talking about local sports. And we have a brand new arena, the End Market Arena. Some basketball, I think, has been played there. Last year they had a big holiday tournament with colleges. Well, now we got high schools going to be playing in there. I think, if I'm wrong, this guy will tell me, for the first time. You know, because us New Yorkers sometimes are wrong. But you know, we don't mind admitting that, but he's doing a great job. He's one of the founders, directors of the Savannah Hoop Shootout at the End Market Arena, and I think it's sponsored by Mike Costello Law Firm. It's just a great deal. Joining me now in the Coach's Corner hot seat, the man himself, Sal C. Johnson, former head coach, boys basketball coach, good buddy of mine, UTEF Gordon. What's up, Coach?
What's up, Coach? How you been doing?
Hey, it's Saturday morning. I'm having a lot of fun talking sports. It takes me out of that world of teaching, even though I do love the kids I teach. But it's getting news out about what's going on in Savannah. And once again, hey, congratulations for putting this on. This is something big for these kids in Savannah.
Well, thank you very much. But let me go ahead and preclude this conversation with saying to you, I have no desires to be back on the side. I'm not trying to jump up and down, nor am I trying to still be relevant. But what actually happened was I was approached by the general manager of Ed Market Arena, Mr. Monty Jones. And what he wanted to do was he wanted to put on the high school component for the Savannah Hoops Invitational, which is the college portion.
Right.
I don't know how I became the person that, he tabbed as a result thereof. But, I initially I got into it with a degree of skepticism. But as this process has been going on, I've been picking up a lot of momentum as a result thereof.
Well, I think it's great because I'm like you. Basketball's been in my blood the whole life, and seeing these kids get to play in such a big venue is something special. So, but what inspired you then to take on this task? He came to you, and you jumped right in it like you haven't missed a beat.
Well, you see, because my blessing is my network. And so I have a bunch of people working in conjunction with me to make this happen. It's not all my doing. I'm not going to even try to claim that. I have a person who's an event coordinator, Coach Jennifer Goodwin. She's the best. She keeps my schedule intact, and she keeps me on task with all the things that it involves. I have the support of Mr. Monty Jones, who's the Ed Market Arena general manager. But their marketing team with Yasmin Badage, Trent Passmore, Derek Goldfarb, all of those people have been working wonderfully well with me. But now, the real bread and butter is the 5 pillars upon which this event is built. That's Seaport, community, coaches, cops, and clergy. Well, my coaching community was all aboard from the second that I broached them with this endeavor. And so from there, it's just taking the life of it. So,
Well, everybody's excited about it, and I know you're excited about it. But what does this mean to the high school kids now? What does it mean to the schools that are going to get a chance to be the first to play in this arena as high school teams?
Well, we won't recognize the historical significance of this until, of course, years down the road. But I will say that to have the opportunity to be some of the first high school athletes to play in this arena will be something that, hey, look, I remember when the games used to be at Civic Center between Beach and the High, and it would be packed. And those events were bigger than just the games themselves. And so that's the intent of this, to make it an event where families can come, enjoy themselves, watch some great basketball. And also, I'm trying to make this event kind of fan-friendly. So this way they can also engage in the experience of being in an arena. And let me say, whether people know this or not, the Ed Market Arena is the #1 venue in the Southeast.
Nice.
#2 in the United States, and #4 globally for venues seating under 10,000. And that's by Polestar, which does a review of venues throughout the world. So we in the top tier venue playing this event.
That's pretty impressive, because I was going to ask you what this means to the impact of the Savannah community, but I didn't know the Ed Market Arena was the #1 site for people to go to, and it's such a great venue. Now, you being a former coach, me being a former coach, how do you think the kids are going to take playing in something like this? Because I lived it like you did. When I moved down here and I got a chance to play in the Civic Center with my team, and watching those Savannah Beach games with the newspapers coming up, and I mean, it was an unbelievable atmosphere. What do you think? How do you think these kids are going to react to this?
Hey, look, one thing we know about kids, they're extremely resilient. I don't even think that they have any sense of the gravity of what it is they're participating in at this point. I do know when that ball goes up or when that first basket is scored, it's at that time that I do believe that everybody, the community-wide, support of Savannah will recognize the significance of this event.
Well, it should be a lot of fun, and I know I'm giving you a lot of credit, and like you said, you're not taking any credit. They approached you, and now they've approached you, and you're running with the ball. So, how do you ensure that this is going to be an annual tradition? How is this going to be keeping this going for the next 10, 15, 20 years?
Look, my thing is to be able to get something to start at its inception. I would like to think that the community will take this event, embrace it, and it will be self-sustaining. This will be one of the top events in the Southeast. And then we would be able to build this the extent to which we can invite top tier teams from all over the country to come to Savannah. Because the one thing we have that a lot of places don't, as a community, this is a wonderful area to come visit. Now, living here is different because, we're so used to all of the amenities that are at our disposal. But to come here and visit, people should really embrace it for what it is and see the bigger picture beyond just the Savannah hoops.
Hey, you and I from the great land of New York City, we're never going back because it's a great place to live, and like you said, there's so much for people to do, and we're used to it now, and it's part of our life. I mean, so it's just great. So, all right, quickly, 2 last questions, okay? What do you think? How do you think the fans are going to be getting to see something like this with these kids? I know we got the colleges playing this week before. I think Tuesday night we open with Savannah State and USCB, and we got other teams coming in. How do you think the fans are going to accept this?
Hey, look, listen, and I get into heated discourse with a number of people about whether this is a basketball town or football town. Let me say full stop. And as much as we have wonderful football teams coming out of Savannah, at the end of the day, Savannah is a basketball town. Full stop. And so the fans are going to be bananas in that M Market Arena. And look, at the end of the day, I just predict that the M Market Arena is going to be sold out. And it's going to be bananas in there. So I'm just looking forward to being a part of that atmosphere.
All right, and so before I give you the last question, so we got Friday night, you got Groves takes on St. Andrews at 6. Savannah High takes on Johnson, the old rivalry, at 8. Then on Saturday, we go with Calvary takes on Savannah High at 4, and then Johnson takes on Benedictine at 6. So it's going to be a pretty exciting night there. So I don't want to mess it up. So last thoughts from you, okay? So as far as this whole Savannah Hoop shootout and the committee, not just you, okay, what's the ultimate vision of this?
Hey, look, initially we said that we would like to hold region championship games at the M Market Arena. We want to host the Final Four here in Savannah. I guarantee you, every year, one team from Savannah, whatever the classification may be, goes to the Final Four. But what subsequently happens is when you go on the road, and as much as Savannah's a basketball town, that fan base, unless of course it's Savannah High and Johnson, finds it hard to get on the road to support their teams. So, I want to host the Final Four here, or have the Final Four hosted here, whatever the classification may be. In addition to years down the road, this Savannah Hoops Invitational attract top 10 talent in the nation to come here to play so y'all can see what 5-star basketball players actually look like regularly, because that's what we see great basketball here in Savannah, but people misrepresent us in terms of those rankings. And I know I was to a game last night and I saw a kid who easily can be considered a 5-star athlete. And so, I'm just going to reserve judgment on some of these folks that do the evaluation. But at the same time, let it be no mistaken, Savannah, once again, is a basketball town.
All right, Coach, anything specifically you want to tell the fans about what they need to do for this week, Thursday, Friday, and Saturday?
Hey, look, all y'all need to do is make sure that y'all in the place early enough. And then the beauty is you get 2 top-tier varsity games. And, Carl, I'm quite sure that you know that at least 4 of those teams that are represented there are ranked in the top 10 in the state.
Yep.
Whatever their classification is. Hey, that sells just by itself. So if you want to see some exciting basketball and be entertained at the same time, because, we're going to have them cheerleaders out there. Coach Jordan is going to do the events between the games, whether it be a 3-point shootout, dunk contest, whatever the case may be. Hey, and we're going to have these fan cams, sneaker cams, flex cams. We're going to have us a big party at the Market Arena. So all of y'all come on out and enjoy yourselves.
All right, Coach, I appreciate you taking time on a Saturday morning doing this. And what I'll do is after we're done, it'll be on YouTube, but I'll cut it up and I'll make sure run it that people can come and see it. Keep up the great work. Look forward to seeing you at that tournament. And once again, it's all about that round ball.
All right, but I ain't trying to be on that sideline.
Neither am I. I'm done too, Coach.
All right, y'all take care. Hey, thanks, Savannah. Love you.
Great job. Appreciate it.
All right.
You want to talk about an energetic guy that loves the sport? Yeah, he's coached his years. I've coached my years. We miss the games. Do we miss the other stuff that goes with it? Probably not. But I'm telling you right now, this is a big event. Friday and Saturday. I keep on saying Thursdays, Thanksgiving. Friday and Saturday night at Enmark Arena, we got the Savannah Hoop Shootout. Check it out. Go to SavannahHoopShootout.org and you can check it out. All right, this next guy's been waiting. Just 3 more minutes, Coach, I promise you. With a big win last night, nobody gave this team a chance. Nobody gave this team a chance to go as far as they've gone so far. They played in a tough region, but you know what? They're 2-0 in the 3rd season, the playoffs. And I'm talking about a great win last night for the HV Jenkins Warriors up there at Dutchtown, knocking them off 28-27. We'll get the scoop because the man himself, another good friend of mine, another good coach, and I know he heard Coach Jordan said it's all about the round ball, but he's going to tell you a little about the pigskin. Special edition, late notice, up next in 3 minutes, the head coach from HV Jenkins High School, Tony Welch. We'll be right back. Got to thank the sponsors. You're watching the Karl DeMasi Sports Report right here on the Coach's Corner Sports Network.
Hey, sports fans, looking for the ultimate sports and entertainment destination in Savannah, Georgia? Look no further than Coach's Corner. At Coach's Corner, you'll find everything you need for a great time, including TVs everywhere, so you can catch all the latest sporting events, an outdoor seating area, perfect for enjoying a drink or a meal on a warm day, a wide array of drink options from beers to cocktails, a comprehensive sports schedule so you can cheer on your favorite teams year-round, prompt service even when it's crowded, a fun and lively atmosphere perfect for letting loose with your friends, and of course, delicious food, from famous chicken wings, hamburgers, to delectable calzones and pizzas. Coach's Corner menu is sure to satisfy your cravings. In addition to all this, Coach's Corner also features an upgraded sound garden, now with more seats, more bars, and an upgraded sound system. It's the perfect spot for hundreds of fans to gather and enjoy the latest local bands, tribute acts, and rising stars. So what are you waiting for? Join us at Coach's Corner for the ultimate sports, music, and culinary experience. Coach's Corner can't wait to see you soon. Remember, Coach's Corner is located at 3016 Victory Drive, right in Thunderbolt, Georgia, and on the World Wide Web at coaches.net. Remember, Coach's Corner, where every day is game
At
day.
Calvary Day School, we want our students to be fully equipped and on the cutting edge of academics, making a difference in our world.
Your child will grow academically, physically, socially, and spiritually. At Calvary, it is so good to say we are one school with one mission and one vision: faith, academics, excellence, and building champions through Christ. Calvary Day School we consider a privilege to meet with your family personally. Call Philip Lee, Director of Admissions, at 351-2299. That's 351-2299.
For over half a century, when it comes to uniforms, sporting goods, or trophies, Thompson's got you covered. From cleats to caps and best prices on the biggest brands: Under Armour, Adidas, and more. From baseball to soccer, volleyball to softball, and yes, football too. Every season starts at Thompson Sports Shop. From cutting and equipped at Thompson Sports Shop's new location, 6606 Abercorn Street, Suite 102 in Savannah. Open Monday through Friday from 10 a.m. to 4 p.m. and seasonal on Saturdays. At locally owned Thompson Sporting Goods and Trophies, come see where everyone is a winner.
Yo, you still want some real New York Italian food? Bada bing, bada boom. Rocky's New York Deli and Italian Catering is open at 7630 Skidaway Road, Tuesday through Saturday from 7 a.m. to 3 p.m., serving breakfast and lunch right here in Savannah, Georgia. Rocky's New York Deli and Italian Catering has been serving the public for over 3 years. Now, if you want Rocky's New York Deli and Italian Catering goods delivered to your door, go online to SavannahTakeout.com or DoorDash.com, or just pick up the phone and call 912-354-2914. That's right, 912-354-2914. Kabish, and remember, we ain't New York style, we are New York at Rocky's New York Deli and Italian Catering.
Weatherington Chiropractic Clinic. Your back hurts, another body part hurts all the time, it makes you mad, the pain drives you crazy, you just want to pick something up and throw it across the room? If you can, at the Weatherton Chiropractic Clinic, you get complete chiropractic care and pain relief to help you move better, have a less painful life, and of course, achieve a healthier lifestyle. The Weatherton Chiropractic Clinic is now located at 2 locations in Savannah, Georgia, at 329 Eisenhower Drive and in Pooler at 114 Canal Street, Suite 603. So visit Dr. Bart Weatherington at the Weatherington Chiropractic Clinic for all your chiropractic needs.
And welcome back to the Karl DeMasi Sports Report right here, live on the Coach's Corner Sports Network. Hey, brainchild this morning. I didn't know if this man got home too late last night, but I'm just telling you right now, it's the biggest victory last night in Savannah, Georgia football, besides Savannah Christian beating Warren County, teams that weren't supposed to win. They come up and they win. Jenkins goes to Dutchtown, and I'm pretty sure if I got this right, trying to research all this, they jump out, take a lead. They wound up winning 28-27 to move to the Elite 8 in Class 5A, which we know there's been a lot of scuttlebutt about a couple of numbers they should have been 4A, but we're not going to go there. We know that they played, whoops, hold it. Hold on, Coach, my screen just fell down. Okay, let me just push this away, push it away so it does not. There we go. Hold it. Okay, there we go. Just knocked my camera over. Yeah, the wind took my screen because the sun usually comes in, as you can see, kills me. But anyway, let me go back. And it's been noted that they played one of the toughest schedules in the state of Georgia, if not the toughest in the state of Georgia. But joining me now on the Coach's Corner hot seat, he's been a hot seat for a long time, wherever he's been. He's like the horse whisperer. He's the football program whisperer. Brings him back from nowhere. And that's, of course, a good friend of mine, H.V. Jenkins High School head coach, Tony Welch. What's up, Coach?
Good morning. Good morning, Coach. How you doing?
Hey, talking about things that happened here in Savannah, Georgia, about sports, and what you did last night, nobody expected, Coach.
Well, Coach, they like I said, we build programs. We play tough early for the kids to understand. Once we get into the third season, as I always call it, that we go in 0-0. So we've improved from our non-region to our region, and now to the state playoff. And our guys understand. And I think it really hit them last night when they knew that we had an opportunity to win, and we came out on top. And it was just a great feeling for not only my coaches and my players and the principal administration staff, but for alumni of Jenkins and the city of Savannah. Like I said, we're playing good football right now, and they're bought in and they're leaving it on the field. And for that, we're a blessed team.
Well, Coach, I mean, do I got this right? You guys jumped out to a 14-0 lead, a 13-0 lead?
Well, we went up 14-0. We had the first two drives were 75 and 68 yards, and they were on 247 Sports that we only run the ball, we don't pass the ball. Well, if you know me, that's what I do. You know, we run the ball and we control the clock. We play good defense, and we will put it in the air every now and then. That's just to keep you honest, but it's funny, Coach, that I always tell people this game is really simple. Uh, Whoever blocks the best and tackles the best usually have an opportunity to win. And we've been doing a pretty good job of that the last 5 or 6 weeks.
Well, I caught you early in the season against Bluffton, and the talent was there, and you pulled out a great win there. So when you got into the close game, and you guys have been in close games, like I said, that Bluffton game was a close game. How did you guys react to it? What strategies were implanted to make sure that the kids could hang on to this unbelievable win? If you could ask everybody or anybody in the state.
I think one thing, Coach, is that we do, and we've been doing it now for probably 18 weeks. We do what we call 1,200 yards on Monday. And Monday's usually our film day, our walkthrough day. Well, before we do anything, we run 1,200 yards. And the kids think it's for punishment, but it isn't. It's for us in the fourth quarter. If we're just as talented, or teams are just as talented as us, then we need to be in better shape. And it's paying off. Not only that, because it's giving them a sense of ownership of, look, my mind is strong, but I'm a conditioned athlete, and they're bought in. They're totally bought in. We got guys that we've moved around that play multiple spots, but the most of all is that we have a team atmosphere, and I said always, Coach, and you know exactly what I'm talking about. When you have a team of guys, and I think this has been my calling for years, is that some of our kids, yeah, they want to win. They play hard to win. They want to go to the next level. But I think our thing is the most thing that get it from my kids, and this is everywhere I've been, is that they don't want to disappoint Coach Welch. And for that reason, they lay it on the line every day. And for that, I'm proud and I'm blessed that I'm in that situation.
All right, so you talked about everybody knows that Jenkins High School is going to run the ball, but you will throw the ball. I can tell you, I know Coach Welch very much. Don't expect him to do the usual.
Right.
So, but when you knew you were going to play this team, what specific challenges did you anticipate playing Dutchtown?
Well, they've always been down over the last probably 6 or 7 games. They've been behind, but they never stopped playing, And out of those 6 or 7 games, they've come back and won 5 of them. So we knew going into halftime that, we may get up, but they're definitely going to play the whole time. They're going to play 4 quarters. They got a lot of numbers, a lot of kids, great facility. They got everything in one place. Their elementary school, the middle school, high school, we dressed in the auxiliary gymnasium, which looks like our gym, So our kids, but we just knew that we were going to have to play 4 quarters, and that's what happened. We had to play all 4.
Nice. And if just tuning in, I got a special guest on. Wasn't on the promo, head coach from HV Jenkins High School, Tony Welch, Anthony Welch on the screen. But they had a great win last night, 28-27 against Dutchtown. All right, so in terms of play performance, and I know you're like me, you just, it's a team game, but who stood out during the game and what were the contributions? Anybody stand out that really stood up that people would like to know about?
Coach, we were so well-rounded last night that is unbelievable. Lorenzo Cohen at DN had 3 sacks. But Jeremiah James, who's our athlete, he had 2.5 sacks, had a rushing touchdown, and we had 3 different backs to score. And Lorenzo blocked the extra point that would have tied it up. And they kicked off. We got the ball with 4 minutes left, and we brought in our heavy set formation, which we put our middle linebackers, Sylvester Harris and Brandon Baxter in the backfield with Ryan Scott. And coach, we ran the ball, and it was 4th and 4 with a minute 29 left, and I called timeout, and I huddled my coaches up. I said, "Hey, coach, do we punt it or do we go for it?" And they said, "Coach, you always been a gunslinger. Let's go." And Coach Green was my DC. He said, "Coach, we got you, whatever it turns out." So we ran a full house formation, 46 power, and Brandon Baxter broke for 15 yards. It was 1:15 left, and we ran the clock out. Defense played phenomenal the last 2 weeks. Our corners, young corners that are undersized, Caden Jones and Todd Rhodes, but they play unbelievable. So it was a team effort because our offensive line controlled the game. And that's with Cameron Thompson, Bryce Anderson, Deshaun Green, Johnny Sheffield, and Josiah Boatwright. And coach, we're only losing one of those guys. Only one of them is a senior. And
Wow.
so we're elated. We got back late, as you know. We probably pulled in the Jenkins about 3:30. So that means coaches, you're gonna get home about 4:30. So you
Yeah.
know. But we're proud, and I'm happy for the guys because we've got guys that bought in from being there since I've been there, and we're just excited about advancing and representing Savannah in a positive way.
Now, like I said, I know your career because we've always talked and been close, talked things. Memorial, you helped with that program. Savannah High, you helped with that program. Claxton, you went home for a couple of years. But did you foresee this talent and this ability at Jenkins when you said, "I want to be the coach there"?
Well, coach, it was like when I was at Savannah High, and there's no disrespect to Jenkins, they shouldn't have beat us then, So, and that's when both of them went to the Sweet 16, and then the year after when I left, it was another situation. But coach, Jenkins we have numbers, we have kids that buy in. We don't have all of the top athletes, but we got good athletes that buy into what we're teaching, and really, really being about the program and not being about the individual.
That's what it's all about. And that's what you've always preached, and I can vouch for that. So, all right, Cartersville. I think it's another 300-mile drive for the Warriors next Friday. You get to practice on Thanksgiving Day. So what is Cartersville? What challenges are they going to bring to you? And I know you don't want to give us any bulletin board material. So just what should we anticipate coming from Cartersville?
Well, coach, they've been a top team for a while. They're going to come in. They're going to run the RPO stuff. They want to throw it, and we have no problem with it because we played against teams that throw it and run it. But coach, this is one of the things when we talk about scheduling. I schedule for a purpose, and the teams that we've played in the playoff, no disrespect to them, but we've seen teams that's just as good or better. And so now we're in these matches, and it's like if you play like a Carrollton, we've seen Carrollton. If you play like a Coffee, we've seen Coffee. If you play like a BC, we've seen BC. So they have helped us. They have helped us to get our kids ready mentally and get things going. And it's a great challenge. They're number 1 seed. They're number 4 seed. But we're on the road. We're going to be in the yellow cheese buses again. We're not chartering anything because a lot of time when we charter, it's like we're on vacation. This is not a vacation. It's a business trip. It'll be a great challenge, but our kids will be up to it. Our coaching staff and our administrative staff are supporting us 100%.
Yeah, it's just like good old Irk Russell. We take the yellow school bus wherever we're going. So, you're going to be on the road again. And like you said, you have experience because you guys have been traveling all over the state. So, once again, I know I was excited when I saw that score, and it's just something to be proud of if you're from Savannah, Georgia, and you coach in the public schools here because nobody gives the public schools any kind of love. You know that.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. We're just we represent them, coach. Our district office supports us. Our board supports us, and we just want to make a good showing. We want to make sure that they know Savannah is not only a basketball school, but it's a football school as well.
Yeah, I got you. Jenkins High School, the round ball, when Bakari Bryant was there and everything else. But you're making waves with the football too, Coach. Hey, great job, and I love watching what you're doing wherever you've been. Just keep it up, and let's make it happen on Durant Avenue again.
Thank you, Coach, and thank you for having me on.
Anytime, Coach. Hey, get a little rest now, and then get into it tomorrow.
Yeah, I wish I could say that, but I'm watching film now. So
I know it doesn't stop. It doesn't stop. All right, good luck, and once again, congratulations.
All right, thank you.
Once again, just a great story. Jenkins, their season, okay, so you went non-region, then you go region. One of the toughest schedules in the state, if not the toughest, as has been coined by a lot of football authorities here in the state. Georgia High School Football Daily, Georgia Public Broadcasting Sports with John Nelson. You got to understand, the man played the teams. He knows what he's talking about. So whatever they see now in the playoffs, they've already seen before. You got to love it. Great job by Tony Welch and the crew over there on Durant Avenue. I'm excited about it. We got 5 teams still playing, okay? And don't forget today at 12 o'clock at Charleston Southern, Bethesda and Antoine Turner, another great coach, another guy that believes in his program that's been there for 20 years, goes for a state title at 12 o'clock against Williamsburg Academy. All right, so we're approaching the hour and 30 mark here. All right, I know Mr. Lawrence Bennett would love for me to go another half an hour. I don't know if I could stretch it out far, but we do have a comment. This young man's always listening, great supporter. Coach T, one of the best. That's, of course, we're talking to Mark Sussman, Memorial Day School legend, AD, you name it, ticket taker, floor sweeper, he does it. But he had Tony Welch at Memorial Day School coaching for him way back when. He knew that he was something special. Thanks for checking in there, Coach Sussman, the big guy, the big matador. Okay, so I'll be back, wrap this up with 3 out the door. You're watching the Karl DeMasi Sports Report right here on the Coach's Corner Sports Network. You got to love it. I'm loving it.
Hey, sports fans, looking for the ultimate sports and entertainment destination in Savannah, Georgia? Look no further than Coach's Corner. At Coach's Corner, you'll find everything you need for a great time, including TVs everywhere, so you can catch all the latest sporting events, an outdoor seating area, perfect for enjoying a drink or a meal on a warm day, a wide array of drink options from beers to cocktails, a comprehensive sports schedule so you can cheer on your favorite teams year-round, prompt service even when it's crowded, a fun and lively atmosphere perfect for letting loose with your friends, and of course, delicious food, from famous chicken wings, hamburgers, to delectable calzones and pizzas. Coach's Corner menu is sure to satisfy your cravings. In addition to all this, Coach's Corner also features an upgraded sound garden, now with more seats, more bars, and an upgraded sound system. It's the perfect spot for hundreds of fans to gather and enjoy the latest local bands, tribute acts, and rising stars. So what are you waiting for? Join us at Coach's Corner for the ultimate sports, music, and culinary experience. Coach's Corner can't wait to see you soon. Remember, Coach's Corner is located at 3016 Victory Drive, right in Thunderbolt, Georgia, and on the World Wide Web at coaches.net. Remember, Coach's Corner, where every day is game day.
At Calvary Day School, we want our students to be fully equipped and on the cutting edge of academics, making a difference in our world. Your child will grow academically, physically, socially, and spiritually. At Calvary, it is so good to say we are one school with one mission and one vision: faith, academics, excellence, and building champions through Christ. Calvary Day School would consider it a privilege to meet with your family personally. Call Philip Lee, Director of Admissions, at 351-2299. That's 351-2299.
For over half a century, it comes in uniforms, sporting goods, or trophies, Thompson's got you covered. From cleats to caps and best prices on the biggest brands, Under Armour, Adidas, and more. From baseball to soccer, volleyball to softball, and yes, football too. Every season starts at Thompson Sports Shop. Come get equipped at Thompson Sports Shop's new location, 6606 Abercorn Street, Suite 102 in Savannah. Open Monday through Friday from 10 a.m. to 4 p.m. and seasonal on Saturdays. At locally owned Thompson Sporting Goods and Trophies, come see where everyone is a winner.
Yo, you still want some real New York Italian food? Bada bing, bada boom. Rocky's New York Deli and Italian Catering is open at 7630 Skidaway Road, Tuesday through Saturday from 7 a.m. to 3 p.m., serving breakfast and lunch right here in Savannah, Georgia. Rocky's New York Deli and Italian Catering has been serving the public for over 3 years. Now, if you want Rocky's New York Deli and Italian Catering goods delivered to your door,
Go online to SavannahTakeout.com or DoorDash.com, or just pick up the phone and call 912-354-2914. That's right, 912-354-2914. Kabish, and remember, we ain't New York style. We are New York at Rocky's New York Deli and Italian Catering.
Weatherington Chiropractic Clinic. Your back hurts, another body part hurts all the time. It makes you mad. The pain drives you crazy. You just want to pick something up and throw it across the room. If you can, at the Weatherton Chiropractic Clinic, you get complete chiropractic care and pain relief to help you move better, have a less painful life, and of course, achieve a healthier lifestyle. The Weatherton Chiropractic Clinic is now located at 2 locations in Savannah, Georgia, at 329 Eisenhower Drive and in Pooler at 114 Canal Street, Suite 603. So visit Dr. Bart Weatherington at the Weatherington Chiropractic Clinic for all your chiropractic needs.
Wow, what a show. Didn't expect to be that slam-packed this morning. Once again, you're listening to the Karl DeMasi Sports Report right here live on the Coach's Corner stage at Coach's Corner. I know I got to fix my camera. The wind blew over my tarp. It's leaning on my table right here because the sun beats in right on my face. But once again, I thank you for joining me, whether it's 5 minutes, 10, 15 minutes. But we're at 3 steps out the door. First step is where I take 3 videos and that I've noticed online that have been something special to me this week. And of course, if you watch Tuesday night or Wednesday night, the mid-conference football games, this next kid from Beach High School is having an unbelievable year. I think he's got like the 10th most rushing yards in the nation. And if you don't remember the name, he played at AE Beach High School, Ontario Brown. This was his 66-yard touchdown run last Tuesday night or Wednesday night. No sound. Okay. He's in the red. He's next to the quarterback, top of your screen. Ball snapped. There's Ontario getting the ball. 31 carries, 137 yards, and there he goes. 31 carries, 137 yards on the night. Ontario Brown from Beach High School. The kid's phenomenal. He's going to highlight reel all season for NCAA football, Division I, Northern Illinois Huskies. Great job. Plus, it's the alma mater of the man himself, the baseball fanatic Kyle Lawson. All right, what better way than to talk about the MVP, Ronald Acuna. Here's his reaction because he's playing winter ball in Venezuela. Pretty special. Check it out right here.
The winners in both leagues were unanimous selections. Joining Shohei Ohtani, the 2023 National League Most Valuable Player, Ronald Acuna Jr.
I mean, if you don't get chills watching this play all year for the Braves, and he's in Venezuela playing winter ball. You think he doesn't get enough baseball? Well, last week, Georgia, Ole Miss, big game. Of course, we had college game day there. But Pat McAfee, if you don't watch his show, I mean, the guy's off the wall. It's a lot of fun watching. Watch what he did to the crowd last week up there in Athens.
Who's that coming down the track? Who's that coming down the track? It's the mean machine in the red and black. It's the mean machine in the red and black. Nothing finer in the land. Nothing finer in the land. Than a drunk, obnoxious Georgia fan. Go dogs! Go dogs! Go dogs! They bark at everybody around here.
I mean, it's just great, just great. I mean, I loved it when I saw it, and then of course Nolan Smith was the game day picker, Calvary Day School, Savannah young guy playing for the Philadelphia Eagles. Him helping Lee Corso put on that bulldog mask. It was just a great day to watch game day last Saturday or seeing the stuff on social media. So on that note, don't forget, we got a lot going on. 12 o'clock. Oh, sorry. Soundgarden news. Yes, the Soundgarden had their big Slippery and Wet Bon Jovi concert last night here on the Soundgarden stage. The place was packed, but we still have one more event, And this is something special, okay? I think this is the last event for this year, okay? If you know anything about Tommy Holland, big musician, always here at Coach's Corner, and he's done this for 8 years straight. We have the 8th annual Tommy Holland and Friends Musical Toy Drive and Benefit right here at Coach's Corner next Saturday night from 6 to 10. Come by, bring a toy. That's November 25th. Come by, bring a toy, and help support the kids and give a kid a toy, a musical toy for Christmas. So once again, the 8th annual, yes, Tommy Holland's been doing this for 8 years. The 8th annual Tommy Holland and Friends Musical Toy Drive and Benefit Concert. That's right. They'll be up here playing whatever instruments, whatever songs they're playing. I can't sing. I can't play an instrument. But once again, I'll be donating, and you got to check it out. Remember, last show of the year, the 8th annual Tommy Holland and Friends Musical Toy Drive right here at Coach's Corner. It's going to be something special. On that note, Lawrence, I made it to an hour and 40 minutes, but it's time to get out of here. Like I've been saying every week, please say a prayer for all the craziness that's going on in this world, wherever it may be, even here in our homeland of the United States. But hopefully I took you away for about an hour and 40 minutes from that stressed out, crazy world we live in. But whatever you're doing today, tomorrow, always hit it at the park. Until I see you next week or talk to you next week, happy Thanksgiving. And once again, may it be your best week ever. I'm out of here. Talk to you later. God bless.